Everybody welcome Angelica Olmsted. I know that being on stage is uncomfortable for you. I'm used to public presentations, especially with a camera. I know you're not really good at video.
I'm super nervous, really sweaty.
For those of you guys that don't know, Angelica came to RE/MAX Professionals from the tech world. So she was involved with launching a CRM website product. She did training and presentations, and she is absolutely fantastic. And I want to talk to you about video and social media, because for those of you that also don't know, most of you may not know, Angelica lives how many months of the year?
4 to 6 months.
4 to 6 months of the year.
I know.
This would be 2 to 3.
In Mexico, in Sayulita. So we just got back last week. We spend winters in Sayulita and come back. I come back once a week or once a month for work, but everything else is from my phone. So it's pretty fantastic.
It is absolutely amazing. And the influence that you have on your sphere and the driver of your business, you have multiple facets, right? You have multiple pillars. But I want to hear about your social media influence, what you're doing, and tell me how you got started. I mean, because we aren't just going to jump in all of a sudden becoming Angelica, but how did you get started? How did you just decide that this is a way for me to connect with people and engage and create from my words?
Yeah. So when I worked at RE/MAX and Bouge, I spent 10 years telling agents how to be agents. And I was very frustrated when all I heard was like, I don't have time to do that. I don't have time to do that. I don't have time to fix my CRM. I don't have time to call my people. And it was like, you're making so much money and you say all you tell me is you don't have time. So during COVID, I decided I was done sitting behind a computer and I wanted to work with people again. And it's BS, you have time. We all have time. So, you know, the thing for me is what I realized very quickly was social media was a way for me to stay in front of a lot of people very easily. And I think the biggest thing, like I apologize how I speak. I hate how I talk. I sound like a valley girl. Everyone hates how they talk. Everyone hates how they look. But that was my first obstacle I had to get over. I had to be okay with being this annoying voice that I am on social. And so once I did that and I started creating the videos, I couldn't stop. I had an ongoing task list of like ideas for content. So if someone asked me a question about real estate, like, oh, what's the next step for the inspection? Video content. Cool, you didn't know that? I'm gonna create a quick video on it. We all got our property tax things, right? How many people have reached out to you asking questions? Make a quick video, create a quick post. Think of the amount of people that can see that with one post instead of picking up the phone and calling, 200 people or whatever. Post that on social media and then follow up with a call. Say, hey, did you see that I posted something about the property records? If you didn't, check out that video and let me know if you have any questions. So, I think with video and with social media, it's all about consistency and it's all about showing off who you are, because each and every one of us in this room is very, very different, and that is why our people choose to work with us. Bill said it, I'm not for everybody, Bill's not for everybody, we're all not for everybody, that's fine, right? So find your niche, find your people, and my greatest compliment is when people are like, I can't stop seeing you on social. Like, you're everywhere I go. You're welcome. Right? That's what I'm trying to do. So I don't know if that answered your question, but I think, just social media, what I've found is it's a very easy way to stay in front of a lot of people.
Yeah, but Angelica, I don't know how to edit my content the way you do, and you like everything is so well edited, and you do such a great job and scripted and everything, so I'm not good at that, so maybe I just shouldn't do it, right?
No, I disagree. I know where that was going, but I think, we're talking about takeaways. So the takeaway today is if you do nothing on social media, one post a week. That's it, right? And that is a reasonable thing, and it can be fun. You can alternate one personal, one business. You always want to make it not always business. It shouldn't just all be, sold. It shouldn't be all be listings. It should be a little bit of who you are. It should be a little bit of what makes you unique. Stories that you work with your buyers and sellers. Most of our clients don't know what we do, so tell them, show them what we do. Show the value, and it doesn't have to be a video. It can be a picture, it can be text, it can be, talk to Becky and create something. If you want to get real fancy, ChatGPT. I know that scares some people, but there are a lot of ways to create content that is not difficult to do.
Yeah, that's really, really good. And guys also remember that you have content, right? You don't always have to create your own unique content. You have really good content through your blog, and it is not real estate content. If you follow Angelica, I want to be Angelica's dog. I don't know about anybody else, but I want to run on the beach and wander down dirt roads in Mexico and be Angelica's dog. And I love that. I love that content because it helps me connect with you on a human level. It's not just about real estate.
Yeah.
And yet, undeniably, you're clearly a realtor. I mean, everybody knows that you sell real estate.
Yeah.
The other thing that I love is you're not afraid of letting people know that you're in Mexico, right? I hear a lot of agents say, I don't want them to know that I'm on vacation, right? And yet Angelica celebrates the fact that she lives in Mexico, and it's everywhere, and it doesn't seem to be hurting your business all that much.
I've actually started getting business from this.
Yeah.
So I was really, this is the second winter we did it. I was really, really stressed about this last year, and last year I kind of hit it a little bit more than this. But I decided, you know what, this is who I am, and the people who love it, love it. Like, so some people I've gotten clients that have purchased in the last few years, and they're like, hey, I'm thinking of doing what you're doing. Can you kind of help me to be short-term rental at our house? It's our primary residence. You know, so we're making money while we're in Mexico, spending money. And I actually am like going to start putting together some newsletters for people that are interested on how to do that. But it's a niche, right? The people who, even a few agents have reached out to me and been like, I want to go to Sayulita, where should I go? Which if you do, come talk to me, I have a great list. But I think that's helped me really connect with a lot of people. I think my dogs are a way that I connect with a lot of people. You know, my traveling is a way that I connect with a lot of people, and it makes me human. It makes me a person, which I think otherwise you just seem like a robot agent. So, you know, you obviously be smart about what you're sharing, but share who you are. It's a big part of why people want to work with you.
How often is the correct, what's the correct cadence of posting? Is there too much?
No, there's never too much, but what is more important than the cadence is the consistency. So I think, you know, it's easy to be like, I'm going to post every single day for the next year. No, you're not. I don't post every single day for the next year. You're not going to do that. But you can post 1 day a week for the next month. And then maybe you can do 2 days a week for the next 2 months. And you can start to increase that cadence. That's a way better way to approach, I mean, anything that we do, but especially like social media marketing, because it's shiny and it's fun, but it's not, you know, it's not phone calls. You still have to do the phone calls. So find a way to make a realistic goal for yourself when it comes to the social content, get in front of people, and then just build on that and see what works.
Yeah. So one idea that when we invited Angelica to come up with, one idea that I came up with was, I love the fact that we all do have a blog. The blog is very human interest content, right? It's about what's going on in Denver. It's the best rooftop restaurants in Denver. It's the best off-leash dog parks in Denver. And there's really good content. There's links through to the different aspects of what it's talking about. What if you just opened up your phone and took a selfie video and inside of one of those bars and said, hey guys, I don't know about you, but I love rooftop restaurants. And the weather is starting to warm up, and so check out the link below. I put together some of the best rooftop restaurants in Denver. Let me know which ones are your favorite, right? Just as an example. And then link to your blog post that's branded to you, right? And so they go to that, they see you, they can connect with you from that blog post. I mean, just really simple idea around a piece of content that's created for you. So, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, I post the blog. I have it set up to send me an email every time a new article is posted, and then I post that on my stories, and I tag the local businesses, and a lot of the local businesses share that. And so it's me, it's Angelica Sells Denver, but the local business is sharing rooftops, dog parks, whatever. And it takes me like 20 minutes. I do it in front of the TV, right? And then I'm also following a bunch of new local businesses. So I can start sharing content from local businesses or communities and things that's going on. So it's not about just also posting, it's about engaging. So engage in other people's stories, like challenge each of you 10 to 15 minutes. Instead of just doom scrolling, start commenting on things, start liking things, start sharing things. That engagement, you're going to be rewarded for that algorithm. So, you know, we're already spending the time just doing this all day. Start commenting and liking. It will, if you do 10 minutes of that every single day and start following 1 to 2 local businesses, think about how that will grow in a month.
Yeah. And this is an and, not an or, right?
It's meant to supplement. Just like technology is not meant to take over your relationships, Social media is meant to supplement your relationships, not to replace them. I am a millennial. I hate phone calls. The idea of however many cold calls a day makes me want to die. There's no way you could even force me to do that. But I like calling my sphere. I like calling my people because I like having those conversations. I'd still rather Instagram or text, but I do force myself to make those calls in addition. So you got to do both.
Awesome, awesome. Angelica Olmsted, big round of applause.